Hi friends, welcome to Code with Swiggy YouTube channel. In the previous video we have discussed about compiler and interpreter. So from this video we are going to have a look on Java concept. So if you are new to our channel and if you are not aware of what we have discussed till date, so you don't need to worry. We always used to add all the links in the description, so please go ahead and have a look on the previous videos. So as I said, from this video we are going to have a look on Java concepts. Okay, fine. So the very first thing which you should understand in Java is what is class. Okay, because each and everything will be denoted using classes in Java. Okay, fine. So what is class? Class is a blueprint. Okay. So the class will have two items, only two items. Okay. The first one will be property. Okay. The second one will be behavior of that property. Fine. So what is property? In layman term we can say variable is a property. Okay. So the methods which we going to use to define the behavior of that properties, right? So say for example, let's say consider an employee. Okay. So if we want to convert that employee into a class, okay, then we have to understand the property of that employee. Okay, the employee will have an ID, right? The employee will have a department. Okay, the employee will have an salary. Okay, so and so on. So these all will come under property. Okay, because these are all the property of an employee. What is the behavior of this ID? What is the behavior of this department? What is the behavior of this salary? Okay, so all those things we used to create a methods and we used to define all those things in the methods, right? So that's the reason we used to say property and behavior is the main two attributes of the class. Okay, so there should be some rules and regulation which we have to follow when we create a class in Java. Okay, now we will see what is those things which we have to follow. Fine. Always the class should be defined with public. So there are some deviation in this. We will see those things later on. But for now, try to understand the always the class should have the modifier as public. Okay, fine. Then the class should have the keyword class in it, and we have to specify the class name. Okay, fine. So the class should have the keyword class in it. Okay, and then we have to specify the class name to define that class. Okay, fine. Then the class should start with open curly braces and it should end with close curly braces. Okay, fine. Then inside of this class only we going to have property. So inside of this class only we going to have property of that class and behavior of that properties. Okay, so in layman term we can say variable and method. So to understand it in a better way, okay, I will say like class will have variables and methods. Okay, so we will see some example in a IDE. Okay, so that you will get some idea about how to create a class and what is this property really we are talking about and what is this method which we are really talking about. Okay, fine. I will create a project here. Okay, I'm going to create a sample Java project. So I will say create a Java project. I will name it as like project 1. Okay, fine. Just say finish. That's all. Okay, then inside of the source folder I'm going to create a package. For now, I'm going to say com YouTube dot learning. Okay, fine. So inside of the package, we're going to have a class. Okay, the class name, right? The class name definition should always start with the capital letter. Okay, then it has to follow the small case letter till the next word. Okay, say for example, if I'm going to create a class like learning session, here you can see, right, the first letter needs to be in capital and then the remaining are in the lowercase. Then the second word, first letter should be in a capital, then the remaining should be in the lowercase. Okay, and Java is a case sensitive language, and Java will follow camel case. So I will explain you about camel case a little bit later. Okay, for as of now, I'm going to create a class with the name learning session 1. Okay, fine. So now through Eclipse you will get an option to create a class with main method. Okay, but I don't want to create a class with main method now. Okay, and before we move, right, so I will try to create a class name with lowercase. Let's we see is there any error message or any warning we are getting. See, whenever I type a lowercase, the Eclipse is telling that type name is discouraged. By convention, Java type names usually start with an uppercase letter. Okay, so it's proven that always we should have a class name with a capital letter. Then the first letter has to be in capital, then the remaining should follow the lowercase, then the second word first letter should be in capital. Okay, if you are having only one word, then it has to be like this. Okay, fine. Okay, the next section is modifiers, right? We will talk about the modifiers in the upcoming session because we have different modifiers like public, private, protected and default. All those things we have to discuss it. We will discuss it in the next session. Okay, superclass, right? So what is meant by superclass? Superclass is it's all about the inheritance concept. Okay, by default, whatever class you are creating in Java environment, each and every class will inherit the object class. Okay, so without object class inheritance you cannot create a class in Java. Okay, that's the reason whenever you try to create a class in Eclipse, it's showing like the superclass is object class, but later on if you want to change the superclass, okay, with some other class, that is also possible here, but we will discuss all those things later point. Okay, but as of now, the class whatever you are creating in a Java environment will extend the object class. Okay, that's fine. So here Eclipse will give you an option to create a main method, but as of now I'm not creating it, I'm just going like this. Okay, so now we have named the class. Okay, and other than that we left with the default value whatever we are having it here. Okay, just say finish. See, class is created. As I said earlier, the class should be marked with the modifier public. Okay, so it's proven that by default it's came with the public. Okay, and we have a keyword called class here. Okay, and then whatever class name we have given, that is created here, and here, right, you could see the open and close curly braces. Okay, fine. We already discussed about how to use Eclipse and what is the use of Eclipse, all those things in a different video. If you want, please have a look on those things. I told, right, the class will have property and behavior. The properties, what we said, that was we can understand like variables. The behavior we can understand like methods. Okay, that's all in the class. So to understand it in a clear way, okay, really the class will have a property and behavior, or like say for example the classes will have variables and methods only. We will see with a live example. Say for example, if you go to the JRE system library, okay, then you will have a project called Java Base, right? So inside of Java Base, if you just click on this expand button, you will get different packages. Okay, so here you can go to java.lang. Okay, Here say for example whatever class you want you can take and explore it. Just I am taking byte class. Okay, see, we discussed, right? These are all the properties of the byte class. Okay, fine. When you little bit come down, okay, min value. Okay, I'm just taking the min value. So see, that is utilized in the different methods. Okay, the same way. So whatever property we are defining it in the class, okay, that will be utilized in the same class or in a different class. That is depend on the property of that class. Okay, but the class will have only property and its behavior. Okay, that you have to understand it in a clear way. Say for example, if you take this, okay, we have, this is the one property and this is one property. Okay, and this is one property. See, this is the behavior. Say for example, this is the one method which we have it here, and this is also a method. Little bit come down. Okay, the same way whatever class you have in Java, try to go and have a look on different classes, then you will understand that the classes will have only properties and its behaviors, that is variables and methods. Okay, so apart from that you will not have anything, but we will have different flavors over there that we will see one by one. I think now you are more clear about what is class and how to create a class, all those things, right? Okay, so in the next video we will see about variables. Okay, and then we will see about methods. Okay, then once we complete all these three topics, then you will get some good idea about what is a class. Okay, what is the property or what is the variable, what is methods, how to create a variable, how to create methods, all those things. Definitely you will get some good idea. Why I'm stressing this point again and again, you have to understand this class concept very clearly, then only going forward you can easily explore the things. Okay, say for example going forward, if you are using some other project into your project means, like I think most of you worked in TestNG or Selenium, right? So if you are working on Selenium is a different project. Okay, what we are doing, we are just calling that Selenium APIs into our code and we are accessing it. Okay, if you understand the class concept very clearly, then you can easily access the variables and methods which is available in that class, and you can easily get the benefit from that project. Okay, so that's the reason I'm again stressing this point. Okay, so to conclude it, so in a Java, if you want to create a class, okay, then it should have public as a modifier, then it should have the keyword as class, and then it should have the class name. Say for example test, and open close curly braces, and always your class name should start with capital letter. Okay, and this is the visibility for that class, or this is the scope of that class. Wherever your curly brace is starting and it's ending, right, we can say this is the scope of this class. Fine. So this class will have two items, one is variable and another one is method, or we can say property, or we can say like state also. Okay, state and behavior. Okay, so that's all about class. Okay, fine. I hope now you get some good idea about what is class, how to create a class, all those things, right? Fine. So if you guys having any doubt, please let me know in comments so that I will have a look and I will try to revert as soon as possible. Okay, thanks for watching our videos. Please subscribe our channel for more videos like this. Okay, thank you.